Yo, what's up? This is Bedrakey from Gotbeer TV. This week we're coming to you from the Brooklyn Brewery in Brooklyn, New York. More than 100 years ago, there were over 48 breweries in Brooklyn. 48 breweries, that's almost one on every corner. And then came Prohibition. And there were basically no breweries until 1988 when Steve Hindy came along and opened the Brooklyn Brewery.
From the place.
So Steve, you were a war correspondent for a number of years. Tell me about what led you to creating your own craft beer and kind of how you got into that.
Yeah, I worked for Associated Press in the Middle East from 79 to 84. I covered a lot of big stories. I was sitting behind President Sadat when he was killed in Cairo. I was actually abducted in Lebanon, South Lebanon, in 1980. They tortured and killed the people who were with me and they let me go. So after 6 years of this, my wife got fed up with it, and we came back to New York with the kids. I went to work for Newsday, doing foreign news for Newsday, and I was making beer at home. And you know, being an editor at a newspaper was not as exciting as being a foreign correspondent. So I got kind of bored with it and started dreaming of starting a brewery, and I did that with my downstairs neighbor, Tom Potter. When we started in '88, along with a lot of other small brewers, there was no craft beer segment. I mean, we basically created the craft beer segment, which people today kind of take it for granted. Brooklyn Brewery, I'm very proud to say, is the biggest exporter of craft beer. We'll do about 220,000 barrels this year, and about 25% of that is export. I think you're going to hear more from us doing things around the world.
I'm here in the barrel room of the Brooklyn Brewery with brewmaster Garrett Oliver. Garrett, tell us what happens in this room.
This was originally a re-fermentation room back in 2006. And once we moved to larger re-fermentation rooms across the hall over here, I changed this into a barrel room. The room is normally stacked right up to the front door, but right now we're bringing black ops into re-fermentation. Right. It'll be out around the holidays. So the room is empty for a little bit, but we have a whole bunch of other things coming in.
What's a guy like me got to do to get like a little sample of something different around here?
Across the street, you know, we have a lot of fun things.
Welcome to my den.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me. What are we trying?
This is one of our, what we call the ghost bottles. This is a bottle of Black Ops, which is our Imperial Stout that's aged in bourbon barrels, normally for 6 months. This is a version we call late bottle vintage. It was in the barrel for 4 years. There we go.
There we go. You know, a brewmaster once told me, anytime you hear a cork pop, it usually means something good is happening. I don't remember who told me that, but it may have been you.
Yeah.
See, one of the best parts about this job is to get to try beers that not a lot of people get to try. It's so good. It's ridiculously good. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, Garrett. Thanks for having me. All right, so we're here in Williamsburg, Brooklyn on a Monday night in November. You would think there's not much going on Monday night in Brooklyn, right? No, inside the Brooklyn Brewery, they're kicking off the latest edition of their Brewmaster Reserve series. It's a smoked quarter called Fire and Ice. We're gonna go inside and see what everybody's doing. Come on, let's check it out.
Thanks for coming out, and I hope you like the beer. Cheers.
So it's a Monday night in November, and you're out at the Brooklyn Brewery. What brought you to the brewery tonight?
You know, I know some of the guys here. We buy a bunch of their products, and they said, come out, try some new beer, and that's why we're here.
So what brings you out on a Monday night just to try a new beer? What is it about Brooklyn Brewery that made you want to come out?
We heard with some friends that they were coming out here tonight, and it sounded really fun. We love Brooklyn Brewery, so that's why
Not a
we're
bad
here.
thing to do on a Monday night.
I love Brooklyn Brewery. It's the best.
And what are you drinking?
This is the East India IPA.
And what are you drinking?
Fire and Ice.
Brooklyn Sriracha Ace.
Nice.
Brooklyn, Fire and Ice.
Nice. Cheers. Beautiful beer. What are you drinking?
It's Dark and Twisted.
Dark and Twisted. That tells a little bit about you, doesn't it? Linda, what kind of trouble are you into tonight?
No trouble.
No trouble at all. And what are you drinking tonight?
I am done drinking, but I was drinking the Dark and Twisted.
This is kind of empty. We need to get somebody get this guy another beer. Stat. Hey, this is Bedrakey signing off from the Brooklyn Brewery. Brewmaster Reserve, Brooklyn Brewery, and great beer. Doesn't get any better than that.
Hey guys, this is Bedrakey signing off. Great beer, Brewmaster's Choice, here at the Brooklyn Brewery. Can't get any better than this.